Just as we led the coverage and raised red flags on the issues regarding the $100,000 watches Donald Trump is selling, we're also now raising the red flags on Donald Trump's claim that he was bringing in lots of resources to Hurricane Helene victims. What we've uncovered is very, very damaging and very concerning. One thing we've uncovered is that Donald Trump actually was not bringing resources when he claimed he was bringing in truckloads of resources and food and things like that. It was actually another charity that was doing it, which responds to national disasters like this, and Trump tried to take credit for the actual busloads and truckloads of things that this charitable group was bringing in. We digged deeper, and what we then also uncovered is that Donald Trump did indeed set up a GoFundMe recently, but it is registered in the name of somebody who works with his campaign, who suspiciously is also the individual who's registered for this GoFundMe for other Donald Trump charitable drives. Now, Donald Trump and those in his inner circle have very questionable histories and very deceptive histories when it comes to charities. For example, Donald Trump's right-hand man, Steve Bannon, who's currently in jail, was prosecuted by the Department of Justice for a GoFundMe account for the We Build the Wall scam, raising $20 to $30 million with a group of other individuals who had pled guilty. Steve Bannon was ultimately pardoned by Donald Trump. In connection with the prosecution, Steve Bannon represented that these funds were going to build the wall that Trump claimed he was going to build, but never did indeed build. And the allegations by the Department of Justice was that it was funneled for a lavish lifestyle for Bannon and the other co-defendants. Steve Bannon's currently being prosecuted for that in a New York State court. That's set to go to trial soon in New York State court. So let's dig deeper, if we will. Other charitable issues. The Trump kids diverting charitable money. They were sued by the New York Attorney General's office. They had to pay like $2 million, saying that this money was going to like cancer charities and all of these things, but the allegations were it was actually going to Donald Trump and to enrich themselves. Also, Lara Trump funneling like $1.8 million from a dog charity to Trump organization financial interest. We'll go through all of this, but let's take a look at our MeidasTouch reporting. This is why I say, if you can, subscribe to MeidasPlus.com, subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, and check out MeidasPlus.com. Make sure you spell it correctly, MEIDASPLUS.com. So here we go. The truckloads of hurricane relief did not come from the Trump campaign, is our article. Take a look at the press release issued by the Trump campaign. It says, Donald Trump, 45th President of the United States, will visit Valdosta, Georgia to receive a briefing on the devastation of Hurricane Helene, facilitate the distribution of relief supplies, and deliver remarks to the press on Monday, September 30th, 2024. Donald Trump then showed up at Valdosta. We did a whole video on the stunt Donald Trump pulled there. He lied and said that President Biden was not giving governors the resources they need in impacted states. The governors then came out with statements saying they got all of the resources. Donald Trump also said that he's not sure where, or nobody knew where this hurricane was going to come from, or he was shocked that it was actually happening. Sorry about the dogs barking. Let's go back into what the post was from Trump's campaign, the Trump War Room. Donald Trump wrote, "We came down here with truckloads of different items from oil to water. We're here today to stand with complete solidarity with the people of Georgia and all those suffering in the terrible aftermath of Hurricane Helene." Trump campaign promoted these truckloads. And then Franklin Graham delivered a sermon referencing this as well. However, the truckloads actually came from an organization, Samaritan's Purse, which regularly arrives after a disaster to bring relief. Their semi-trucks are numbered and even have hurricane imagery on the side. Trump offered no explanation how his involvement added anything to the normal operation of Samaritan's Purse. The Trump campaign's comments generated headlines such as the one below from Georgia's local television stations, Channel 11, which just reposted Donald Trump's claims blindly without fact-checking it. Here's what it says. Former President Donald Trump says he brought truckloads of supplies to Valdosta area during a tour of storm damage Monday afternoon. The pro-Trump Washington Examiner also repeated Trump's claims that he brought truckloads of relief, and in their article said Trump was also expected to distribute cleanup supplies. By the way, this was all 100% false. It was the organization that did this anyway. Donald Trump was trying to take credit for it, and it was not anything that actually he was doing.
It's tough to keep track of all the transactions we make every month. Did you know that the average American makes around 70 payments per month? Honestly, I couldn't even guess how much I was spending until I started using Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that empowers you to save more, spend less, and take control of your financial life. With Rocket Money, you could see all of your checking, savings, credit cards, and investments all in one convenient place, allowing you to understand your spending trends. Rocket Money can help you set up a custom budget by identifying top spending categories and suggesting areas where you could adjust your spending habits. They'll calculate your monthly spending allowance and alert you when you're close to going over budget so you could save more and spend less. I was shocked to see how much I was spending on my phone bill, and Rocket Money helped me make the right decision for my finances. They also have a goals feature that automatically saves money for you so you don't even have to think about it. Whether your goal is to pay off credit card debt, save up for a house, or just keep more money in your pocket, Rocket Money makes it easy. And here's the kicker: Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you, sometimes by up to 20%. Saving money on your cable and cell phone bill without the hassle? That's a win. Rocket Money has over 5 million happy members and has saved users over $1 billion across all their app's features. That's 1 billion with a B. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Get Rocket Money today at rocketmoney.com/MeidasTouch. That's rocketmoney.com/MeidasTouch. rocketmoney.com/MeidasTouch. MEIDASTOUCH.
Let's take a look at this other headline from MeidasTouch News. Then Donald Trump set up a GoFundMe, which was organized by his own campaign finance director, which is actually not even listed as a charity. So it's unclear where this charitable money is even going to. We know there's a GoFundMe, but as of the recording of this video, at least, what is the 501c3 behind this? There's no 501c3 or 501c4 listed. Here's what we wrote about on MeidasTouch, on Midas Plus and on MeidasNews.com. Trump's GoFundMe scheme doesn't offer any transparency. Trump's latest fundraising effort, a GoFundMe for victims of Hurricane Helene, has raised serious concerns about transparency, concerns that seem justified given the past charity sanctions involving the Trump family and the GOP nominee's well-documented record of dishonesty. Trump has promoted the GoFundMe twice on Truth Social, once in the context of reposting an attack on President Joe Biden. As of the writing, the GoFundMe has raised over $3 million. It's described as an official response for MAGA supporters to offer their financial assistance to fellow Americans impacted by Hurricane Helene. According to the campaign's description, Trump himself is on the ground in affected communities to witness the aftermath firsthand, and it assures donors that all donations will be directed to those most affected by the hurricane. The message encourages MAGA supporters to contribute, claiming that their donations will go a long way to help your fellow Americans who are suffering. Here is the individual, Meredith O'Rourke, who's Donald Trump's national finance director and senior advisor. You see her there in front of a cruise ship, and she's the one whose name is listed here. As we write about in this article, there's no mention of a specific charity to which these funds will be directed, nor any detailed plan for how the donations will be distributed. Adding to the scrutiny, the fundraiser is organized by Meredith O'Rourke, Trump's national finance director and senior advisor, according to her LinkedIn profile. O'Rourke is a longtime Republican fundraiser, meaning the person overseeing the effort is directly employed by Trump with no oversight from any independent or outside group. Notably, Trump himself is not listed as a top donor to the fundraiser, suggesting that he has yet to contribute anything of his own financially to this at all. In contrast, former MAGA Senator Kelly Loeffler, who appeared alongside Donald Trump at a destroyed furniture store in Valdosta that Trump used as a prop, she donated $500,000 as well. And you take a look, Bill Ackman, $100,000. Dana White from UFC donated $100,000. Rather than directing these funds to a reputable organization like Samaritan's Purse, whose efforts he has recently taken credit for, Trump's campaign has once again courted controversy by failing to meet even the most basic standards of transparency. What are you doing with this money? How is it being deployed? Where is it going? The result is a fundraising effort that seems to use the suffering of hurricane victims to raise money without clear accountability. When you dig deeper and you type in Michelle O'Rourke's name into the GoFundMe, you see that she is also the individual who sponsored the Support for Butler, Pennsylvania victims GoFundMe as well. You see $6.6 million raised right there. Again, when we talk about the Trump family's involvement in charitable schemes, take a look at this article from Huffington Post back on March 13, 2021. Dog rescue charity linked to Lara Trump funneling money into Donald Trump's pocket. The Big Dog Ranch Rescue has spent as much as $1.9 million at his properties in recent years and spent $225,000 in just one weekend at Mar-a-Lago for a dog charity. How much money is going to the dogs? Over here, how Donald Trump shifted kids' cancer charity. By the way, we should also mention, remember what George Santos did? George Santos' scam involved a dog charity as well, where he went to disabled veterans, then said he was raising money for their dogs, then pocketed the money himself. Over here, how Donald Trump shifted kids' cancer charity money into his own businesses. And here's the release from the New York Attorney General's office on December 10th, 2019, which says that the New York Attorney General Letitia James released the following statement after Donald Trump was forced to pay more than $2 million in court-ordered damages to 8 different charities for illegally misusing charitable funds at the Trump Foundation for political purposes. Here's another article as well. Donations to Eric Trump Foundation funneled to Donald Trump's businesses. So the Trump Foundation, Eric Trump Foundation, Lara Trump with the dogs, all having these massive red flags here. And now they set up a GoFundMe account for Hurricane Helene that's not even linking, as of this recording, to any charitable organization, while Donald Trump is taking credit for the efforts of Samaritan's Purse and claiming he's bringing truckloads when he's not bringing the truckloads. And we're calling it all out here on the MeidasTouch Network. We're just providing you the facts and the data. You can do your own research and find this out for yourself. This is very alarming, very concerning. We're going to keep reporting about it here. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.